Hi guys, it's that time of the week again, so I'm going to show you some lots of new things. Had mostly aviation and things like that come in, so unfortunately with the Armour boys, that's coming in the next couple of weeks. I've got new items from TACOM and Ryfield and all sorts of things. So let's have a look at what we've actually got in here today. I'll start with the AMP brand. This is 72nd scale Sikorsky 5. This is the 72nd scale versions of their 48 scale stuff. So you can expect that somewhere along the line we'll probably end up with an Aussie one. So this is all 72nd scale. Nice kit, usual sort of standard as AMP. Continuing on with AMP, if you've already got the S6 and the PC7, I think it is, or whatever it is, this is the new one from AMP. This is the 148 scale. This is the Mackie MC72 in 48 scale. Same sort of quality as what we've been expecting from AMP in this sort of series. Nice instructions, nice kit, big floats. So if you're building that whole racing aeroplane series from the 30s and 40s, that's quite nice. That's also in. This is another one of the Sikorskys that they're doing. This is the H5G. So this is the American version. The other one was the Westland. Same sort of principle. This one's on floats, I believe. This is all American scheme, I think. So again, quite nice. What else we got? Oh, something a bit odd. This was the Mcdonnell Douglas flying crane. This was some sort of prototype that they were playing around with as a lift aircraft or lift helicopter. This is in 48 scale. So if you're building that the following of helicopters, another one to add to your list. Very spindly sort of thing, looking thing, but apparently it was very good for heavy lift, so quite nice. Now, this is from Mikro-Mir. Now, this is an aeroplane that one of my other fascinations is flying wings. I've built or have most of the American flying wings and a lot of the German ones, but I haven't had much of the British stuff. So here's the first one from AMP. This is the AW52. Flying wing. This was the development that was going to be built into a airliner, and this was the quarter-size prototype that they were going to test all the things. I believe the biggest failure of it was the fact that the engines weren't good enough, so it didn't develop much further. I think they built two, and I think one still exists somewhere, or parts of it exist somewhere, but it's great that AMP have sort of started to pick up on the British prototypes, which is really, really nice, so hopefully they'll continue on doing more of that. With the fires and everything else that's been going around, this is sort of a little bit topical. This is the Mcdonnell Douglas DC-10 air tanker. This is in 1144 scale from AMP. This is based on the AMP Douglas that they've had out for a little while, but they've turned it into a fire tank. So it does come with the extra drop tank. The markings are very nice. There's 2 or 3 choices of markings, I believe. So if you're looking to do building an air tanker series, that's also a good one to get hold of. Now, something different. When I saw this coming out, I went, oh, wow, this is going to be massive, even in 1/144 scale. Well, it's actually not. It's actually in 1/350th scale. It's a 12-engine Japanese flying boat that was floating around, or being developed, or being prototyped, or whatever. Bit of etched metal. That's the wings for a 350th scale airplane. So you can imagine how big this thing would have been. This is the front fuselage, and there's the rear fuselage is tucked in underneath it. So even in 350 scale, this is going to be a big airplane. So if you're looking for something unusual and, you know, a bit odd, so 350th scale goes well with ships. Also from Mikro-Mir, this is the Uss Monitor from the American Civil War. This is 1/144th scale. Very nice kit. There are a couple of reviews I've read of it have marked up quite well. Something different we haven't done for a while. This is the latest car, or a car model from Tamiya that's I've just come across. Haven't seen this one before, so I think it's new. This is the Zent Sarumo SC 2006. Along the usual lines of Tamiya, it's very, very nice. The detail looks good. Lots in it. There's even some sort of metal plate or something or other for the chassis to give it a bit of weight. But nice bodywork, as usual, as you expect from Tamiya. lots of parts. It is a curbside. I don't believe there's any engine in here. No, there's no engine. So it's just the basic curbside. Nice wheels. So on that note, we will end that for this one round. So there you go. So those are in stock now, and so is this. So drop in, come down and see us, have a walk around, jump online. I'm sure you'll find some more goodies coming out soon. See you then.